ॐ निरञ्जनं नित्यमनन्तरूपं भक्तानुकम्पाधृतविग्रहं वै ईशावतारं परमेशमीड्यं तं रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामि। सर्वस्तरतु दुर्गाणि सर्वो भद्राणि पश्यतु सर्वसद्बुद्धिमाप्नोतु सर्वत्र नन्दतु। हरिः ओम। Namaste to all of you. Wish you all good health, strength, peace, joy for your family, for your life, for the entire nation and the world. May all be free from diseases. May all see what is good, listen what is good, speak what is good. May all be happy everywhere. May all be healthy everywhere. The rich and the poor, whoever it is, the educated or the uneducated, anybody can become happy, can become free. That is the value of being born as a human being. And let us pray for the animals. Let us pray for the birds, for the insects. And let us pray that the coronavirus will leave us as early as possible, so that mankind can come back to life with respect and not exploiting nature, not exploiting our surroundings for selfishness, for greed, or for gratification. I am just going to share with you the last few shlokas, nearly 7 shlokas of the Bhagavad Gita, the 3rd chapter, starting from shloka number 36. The 3rd chapter, though it is Karma Yoga, it ends with a very pertinent question, a very important question, behavioral psychology question by none other than Arjuna himself. He is asking Sri Krishna, Arjuna uvacha ata kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. Arjuna said, what is the influence then that makes one act improperly, forcing him against his will, O descendant of Vrishni? Ata kena prayuktoyam, propelled by which, impelled by which, pushed by which, a man is doing a bad action, an act improper, not dharmic. Ata kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi. There is no desire, there is no proper will for him to do that action. But there is something, O Lord, I want to know. Baladiva niyojitaha. It is pushing him, it is making him do it. What a sad situation that man has gone into. Yes, there is an answer. There is a source for all the crimes and all the sins that are being committed by human beings. Shri Bhagavan uvacha Kamayesha krodhayesha rajo gunasamudbhavaha mahashano mahapapma vidyena mihavairinam. Sri Bhagavan said, it is the influence of lust and anger born out of rajoguna samudbhavaha, like a great fire, mahashana, mahapapma, great fire, this is dangerous. Realize that this is your enemy here. Vidyena miha vairinam. Iha, in this world. Vairinam, enemy. Understand. Kama yesha, krodha yesha. This is kama. This is krodha, which are born out of rajoguna. So we are a combination of 3 gunas, which is again mentioned in the 14th chapter, Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga in detail, but Sankshiptam. In summary, Krishna says, Rajoguna, which is in our own mind, brings out Kama and Krodha, which propels a man to do the sinful act. Then he continues, Dhumena vriyate vanhi yata darsho malena cha yatolbe navruto garbha tata tene damavrutam. Where is this enemy hiding? Dhumena vriyate vanhi, just as a smoke covers fire. Dhuma, vanhi means fire. and the smoke is covering the fire, so we are not able to see the fire. That is like hidden in ashes. Dust covers a mirror. Yata darsho malena cha darshana. Darshana is a mirror. I want to see my face after a wash, but the mirror is dirty, dusty, so we are not able to see our face. In that way, the Kama Krodha is hidden by certain forces. Yatolbe navruto garbha. And a womb covers the fetus, so does excessive desire covers one's mind and understanding in clarity. Dhumena vriyate vanhihi yata darsho malena cha yatolbe navruto garbha tata tene damavrutam. Like that, these enemies are hiding inside our own personality. Be careful, watchful, alert, so that we can catch the enemy, catch the virus and eliminate it. Next shloka, Krishna continues. Avritam gnaname tena gnanino nitya vairina kamarupena kaunteya dushpurena nalena cha. O son of Kunti, even the understanding of the wise and learned is covered by this great force in the form of lust, which has an insatiable appetite like fire. The more we fulfill lust, the more desires will come out. It is like trying to put out fire, a blazing fire, by ghee or butter. You pour ghee with the hope that the fire will be eliminated, fire will be removed. No, it will be burning more and more, and we will not be able to satiate it. We will suffer, we will burn, not only ourselves and the entire society also. So like that, the wise also are getting deluded. Avritam, covered up, avarana, avritam, gnanam, gnanino nityavairana. For the gnanis, for the learned, this is the enemy called lust. Indriyani mano buddhihi asyadhishtana muchyate yetairve mohayatyesha gnanam avritya dehinam. The senses are the seat of the enemies. From there it influences everything right down to the soul. Senses, the mind, the buddhi and the soul. It goes deeper and deeper as the virus from the external, from 1% to 100%, 100 to 1,000, thousands to lakhs. So this Kama Krodha is entering into our soul and destroys life itself. We have to be careful in understanding where the enemy is. Let us be watchful, let us be careful, let us be alert to overcome the enemy at the right time. How? Tasmatvam indriyanyadau niyamya bharatarshabha papmanam prajahihyenam gnana vignana nashanam. Krishna says, hence, O best of the Bharatas, Bharatarshabha, O Arjuna, regulate your senses right from the beginning. Kill this devil that kills your knowledge and self-realization. Indriyanyadau. The enemy has to be killed as early as possible. This is our responsibility from childhood upwards. In our Balavikas classes, in our Sunday classes, we try to mold the children from young age to overcome these two enemies called Kama and Krodha, which can be done if we have the discipline, if we have the patience, and if we have the purpose. Krishna continues, Indriyani paranyahuhu indriyebhyah param manaha manasastu para buddhihi yo buddhe paratastu saha. What is most important than the other in our personality? This is the meaning of the shloka. The senses are superior to the objects, first step. The mind is superior to the senses, the second step. Superior to the mind is the intellect or the buddhi, the third step. Superior even to the intellect is the self, the fourth step. This is interiorization. It is diving deep, taking a U-turn, or avrittaha, mode firyadav, Sri Ramakrishna used to tell. From the junction, take an inward turn. Objects, senses, the mind, the buddhi and the self. This is how we have to dive deep into our meditation. Continuing, Krishna says, 43rd shloka, Yevam buddhe param buddha samstabhyatmanam atmana Jahi Shatrum Mahabaho Kamarupam Durasadam. Very powerful meaning, very important meaning. Knowing oneself is superior to everything else, control your mind with the intellect. In this way, O mighty armed one, Mahabaho, Arjuna, in this way, destroy the unconquerable enemy in the form of desire. Evam buddhe param buddha. Oneself is superior to everything else. The Atman is superior to everything else. Swami Vivekananda had asserted this spiritual value of a human being, asserted the dignity of a human being, and said, what are we doing in our society? Living an animal life, an instinctive life, just a life of lust and luxury? No. That is taking us away from the purpose of life, purpose of being born as a human being. So is the assertion here, Jahi Shatrum Mahabaho Kama Rupam Durasadam. Kill the enemy in the form of kama, in the form of unethical desires, in the form of lust, in the form of luxuries, in the form of animal propensities, gratifications. Name it and we have it today. Jahi Shatrum Mahabaho Kama Rupam Durasadam. What is the enemy? Self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is the enemy. Self-knowledge is the weapon with which we can cut the enemy in the very root and become free from the enemies called Kama and Krodha, which are born out of Rajoguna. So we have to spiritualize the solution also, ancient solutions for the modern problems. They are possible, and by study of the scriptures, by doing regular yoga, by meditation. I repeat again, I insist again, for all viewers, for all friends, do yoga regularly, develop that power of discrimination, and as sincerely and intensely as possible and consistently as possible. People keep asking how to control the mind. I have not been able to control the mind. Negative thoughts are coming. Consistency is missing. Regularity is missing. The sincerity is missing. Find out the loopholes. Water is not coming to the tap in your washroom. Does it mean the water tank is empty and you find the water tank is full of water but it is leaking somewhere? So in our daily life, the energy is leaking. The consistency is missing. So I insist all my friends, all the viewers, to be consistent in your sadhana, to be consistent in your discrimination, to understand these 7 shlokas of the 3rd chapter and raise yourself in dignity, in spirituality, and in attaining highest freedom as early as possible. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Namaste to all of you.